The tragic story of Kalecia "Pinky" Williams is one that continues to haunt the hearts of many across the nation. On December 26, 2020, the life of this bright, spirited 16-year-old girl from Atlanta, Georgia, was cut short in a horrifying and unexpected way. What was supposed to be a joyful holiday celebration ended in unimaginable sorrow. Kalecia had been spending the night at the Hyatt Regency Hotel in downtown Atlanta when she was fatally shot, just moments after she was seen dancing and smiling in a TikTok video she recorded in her hotel room. The circumstances surrounding Kalecia's death are not only heartbreaking but raise a number of questions about youth safety, supervision, and the influences of social media. Her death came as a shock to her family, friends, and the broader community, especially because she had appeared happy and carefree in her final video. This video, now widely circulated online, has become a chilling glimpse into her last moments. As we explore Kalecia's story, this video aims to shine a light on the events leading up to that tragic night, the aftermath of her death, and the broader issues it reflects, from the responsibilities of adults to the vulnerability of youth in unsupervised environments. This is not just the story of a life lost too soon, but also a wake-up call to the importance of vigilance, accountability, and care in our communities. Welcome to lled True Crime Stories, where we go beyond the headlines to examine real cases and extract valuable lessons that could save lives. Before we continue, I want you to take a moment to support us. Like this video to help spread awareness. Share it with someone you love, because conversations about safety and awareness can make a difference. Subscribe for more true crime deep dives and important social issues. Bell turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Now let's get back. Kalecia "Pinky" Williams was a 16-year-old high school student who attended South Atlanta High School. Those who knew her described her as a lively, outgoing teenager with a vibrant personality and a strong presence on social media. Like many teens her age, Kalecia enjoyed dancing, filming videos on TikTok, and spending time with her friends. She was full of youthful energy, a young girl with hopes and dreams, navigating adolescence while expressing herself through the popular platforms of her generation. In the days leading up to her death, Kalecia had made plans to attend a holiday celebration. According to her family and early reports, the original arrangement was for her to attend a chaperone party at an Airbnb. This gathering was said to be organized by the parent of one of her friends, giving her family the impression that the event would be safe and supervised. Kalecia's mother believed her daughter would be in a controlled environment, surrounded by peers under the watchful eye of a responsible adult. However, the reality turned out to be far different from what had been communicated. Instead of staying at the Airbnb, Kalecia somehow ended up at the Hyatt Regency Hotel in downtown Atlanta, a change in plans that her family was reportedly not informed about. This deviation from the original arrangement would later become a critical point of concern, especially as details about the circumstances leading to her death began to unfold. Kalecia's background and the events that placed her in a vulnerable position that night highlight not just a personal tragedy, but also the systemic breakdowns in communication, supervision, and trust. Her story serves as a grim reminder of the risks young people face when plans are altered without proper oversight or parental knowledge. What was meant to be a night of celebration for 16-year-old Kalecia Williams took a tragic turn, beginning with a critical and unexplained shift in plans. Kalecia's parents were told she would be attending a holiday party at an Airbnb, an event they believed would be chaperoned and safe. However, without their knowledge, the party location was changed to the Hyatt Regency Hotel in downtown Atlanta. This crucial change was never communicated to her parents, leaving them under the false impression that their daughter was in a supervised environment. In the early hours of December 26, 2020, Kalecia posted a short video on TikTok from inside her hotel room. In the video, she danced to music in her usual cheerful manner, seemingly unaware of the danger that loomed. Just seconds into the video, Kalecia's expression suddenly changed. She appeared startled, abruptly turning toward the door as someone entered the room. That moment, now chilling in hindsight, was the last known recording of her alive. Sometime after the video was taken, Kalecia was shot. Details of the shooting remain unsettling and incomplete, as much of what happened in those crucial moments is still shrouded in mystery. What is known is that around 12:27 a.m., Kalecia's body was found in the hotel lobby. Reports suggest that she had managed to make it out of the room, either seeking help or after being moved, before ultimately collapsing. Despite efforts to revive her, Kalecia succumbed to her injuries. The abrupt end to her life left family members, friends, and an entire community in shock. A celebration that was supposed to bring joy during the holiday season instead became a nightmare, one compounded by unanswered questions, a lack of transparency, and the haunting final moments captured on video. Kalecia's death not only shook those closest to her but also sparked national outrage over the safety and accountability of young people placed in environments without proper supervision. The immediate aftermath of Kalecia Williams' tragic shooting was filled with confusion, chaos, and heartbreak. Shortly after the gunshot was heard inside the Hyatt Regency Hotel, guests and hotel staff responded swiftly. According to reports, Kalecia was found gravely wounded in the hotel lobby around 12:27 a.m. Some accounts suggest she may have attempted to flee the room after being shot, or perhaps was brought there in a desperate effort to get help. Staff members and bystanders tried to provide aid until first responders arrived on the scene. Emergency personnel rushed to the hotel and attempted life-saving measures, but it was too late.
1 month ago today, a 16-year-old girl went to what her parents thought would be a chaperoned holiday party, and she never made it back home. Her parents question where the adults were during the violence and say they want to see more people face charges. Kalecia Williams' parents say their goal is simple.
We just want everyone to be arrested who has something to do with my daughter's death.
No justice, no peace. A group of more than 20 people gathered outside the Regency Tuesday to keep the teenager's memory alive.
Justice for Pinky!
December 26th, 16-year-old Kalecia, or Pinky as family calls her, went to a holiday party. Her parents say they were told an adult would look after a group of girls at an Airbnb.
She was responsible for getting the hotel room for these minors. The hotel room was in her name, so I feel like she should be held accountable for my daughter's death as well.
They didn't learn the group was staying at a Hyatt Regency until they received a horrific call the next day.
Like, this is the morgue. And I was like, the morgue? They was like, yes, ma'am. They was like, well, we're waiting on your daughter's body to come through. I'm like, whoa.
Kalecia's parents say that call didn't come until 8:45 a.m. The teen was pronounced dead at 12:23 in the morning, 8 hours prior.
It was just a lot of foul play, and I'm just trying to put all the pieces together because I don't feel like the system is doing enough work to help me.
Kalecia's mother says this is the last known video that shows her daughter alive. It shows her making a TikTok dance and appears startled when someone comes into the room. Within seconds, the video ends.
I want the surveillance footage of what happened. You know, who went in that room, who came out of that room, who was all there, what took place. I need to know what happened after she made that last TikTok video at 12:02 and she was dead at 12:23. I need answers from 12:02 to 12:23.
The demonstration lasted hours, and the family says it's just the beginning of their fight for Pinky.
We want answers! We want justice!
We're speaking to a woman who says she saw Pinky's final moments in the hotel lobby ahead at 11 on Fox 5 News Edge.
Her family remained heartbreakingly uninformed. Despite the severity of the situation and the fact that Kalecia was a minor, her parents were not contacted until nearly 8 hours after the incident occurred. This delay added an additional layer of pain and frustration for her loved ones. Kalecia's mother, April Smith, has publicly expressed her anguish over finding out about her daughter's death from a funeral home rather than directly from the police or medical professionals. The failure to promptly notify Kalecia's family deepened the tragedy and raised serious questions about communication protocols in cases involving minors. For Kalecia's parents, the loss of their daughter was devastating enough, but learning about it hours later, from strangers, was a trauma all its own. This delayed notification highlighted systemic flaws and further fueled the family's demands for justice and accountability in the days and weeks that followed. The investigation into Kalecia Williams' tragic death quickly led to the arrest of a 16-year-old male suspect who was reportedly with her in the hotel room at the time of the shooting. Authorities charged the teenager with multiple serious offenses, including felony murder, aggravated assault, reckless conduct, and possession of a pistol by a person under the age of 18. The case drew significant attention due to the young ages of both the victim and the suspect, as well as the circumstances under which the incident occurred. As the legal process began, Kalecia's family voiced numerous concerns about how the situation unfolded. Central to their frustration was the fact that Kalecia was originally supposed to be attending a chaperoned holiday gathering at an Airbnb, not a hotel. The sudden change of venue to the Hyatt Regency in downtown Atlanta was reportedly unknown to her parents, who had granted her permission under the belief that adult supervision would be present and the environment would be safe. The family raised serious questions about how a group of teenagers was able to book and occupy a hotel room without sufficient oversight, and why firearms were accessible to minors in that setting. Kalecia's mother, April Smith, along with other family members, demanded accountability not only from the alleged shooter but also from any adults who may have failed in their duty to protect the teens involved. Their calls for justice extended beyond the courtroom, highlighting broader issues around youth supervision, party culture, and gun accessibility among minors. As the case moved forward in the juvenile justice system, the Williams family remained vocal, determined to uncover every detail of what led to their daughter's death. Their pursuit of justice has not only focused on legal consequences for the accused, but has also served as a rallying cry for safer environments for teenagers and stricter protocols for parental and institutional oversight. The heartbreaking case of Kalecia Williams casts a glaring light on several broader societal concerns, particularly regarding youth supervision and the influence of social media. Her death, which occurred during what was expected to be a festive holiday gathering, underscores the critical need for vigilant adult supervision at events involving teenagers. While Kalecia's parents believed she was attending a chaperoned celebration at an Airbnb, the unapproved shift to a hotel room, where no responsible adults were present, created an environment ripe for danger. This tragic turn of events shows how quickly situations can spiral out of control when oversight is lacking, especially when minors have access to hotel accommodations, alcohol, or even firearms. The tragedy also reveals the darker implications of our digital age. Social media, particularly platforms like TikTok, has become deeply ingrained in teenage culture. In Kalecia's case, one of her final moments was captured in a TikTok video, recorded just minutes before the fatal shooting. The video, in which she appears startled by someone entering the room, has taken on a chilling significance in hindsight. While these platforms often serve as creative outlets and social lifelines for teens, they also have the unintended consequence of recording distressing or even incriminating events in real time. This incident serves as a stark reminder of the importance of digital awareness and responsibility. Teenagers and parents alike must be educated not only about the risks of unsupervised social gatherings, but also about how quickly social media content can transition from playful to tragic. Moreover, the viral nature of such content can compound the trauma for grieving families, as their loved ones' final moments are shared and speculated upon by strangers online. Ultimately, Kalecia Williams' story highlights the urgent need for open communication between teens and guardians, stricter oversight for underage parties, and a heightened awareness of the role technology plays in documenting, and sometimes exposing, the most vulnerable moments of a young person's life. Kalecia Williams was a vibrant, fun-loving 16-year-old girl with dreams and a full life ahead of her. Her sudden and senseless death sent shockwaves through her family, school, and community in Atlanta. As friends and loved ones continue to mourn, they also strive to keep her memory alive, not as a tragic headline, but as a young woman whose life mattered deeply. Kalecia's story is not only a heartbreaking loss, but also a wake-up call to parents, guardians, and society at large about the vital importance of teen safety and accountability. This tragedy serves as a powerful reminder of the necessity for open and honest communication between parents and children. Knowing where teens are, who they're with, and what kind of supervision is in place can make all the difference. Kalecia's parents believed she was going to a chaperoned gathering, unaware of the unsupervised change in plans that ultimately contributed to her death. It's crucial for guardians to be proactive, involved, and unafraid to have difficult conversations about safety, peer pressure, and responsible decision-making. At the same time, the pursuit of justice for Kalecia is ongoing. While a teenage suspect has been charged, her family continues to seek full accountability, not just from the individual responsible, but from all the adults and circumstances that allowed the situation to unfold. They are demanding answers and action to ensure that no other family suffers a similar loss due to a lack of oversight or neglect. In honoring Kalecia's life, we must also commit to learning from her story. By fostering stronger lines of communication, reinforcing the importance of adult supervision, and holding systems accountable, we can work together to protect our youth and prevent future tragedies. Let Kalecia's memory be a call to action, a reminder that every young life is precious, and every step we take towards safety and awareness can save another. The tragic case of Kalecia Williams brings to light critical issues about youth supervision, social media influence, and the shared responsibility of keeping teenagers safe. Now, we want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on this heartbreaking case? Do you believe more stringent guidelines should be in place when it comes to teen gatherings? What roles should parents, guardians, and community members play in ensuring that young people are safe, especially during social events? We invite you to share your opinions, stories, or any similar experiences in the comments section. Your voice matters, and your insights could help spark change. If you're interested in learning more about true crime stories and the deeper societal issues that often surround them, consider subscribing to our channel. We cover real-life cases that not only tell the facts but also dig into the lessons and awareness they bring. By subscribing and turning on notifications, you'll be the first to know when we upload new stories that shed light on justice, accountability, and prevention. Lastly, we encourage you to share this video. Kalecia's story, while painful, carries important messages that must be heard. Awareness is the first step toward prevention. By sharing this video with your friends, family, and social media communities, you help amplify the message about teen safety, responsible supervision, and the impact of social media in today's world. Together, we can start conversations that matter and work toward building a safer future for our youth.